Home Away from Home. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
So Wednesday's episode was about Hawaii, and we are staying in Hawaii for the rest of the week. This episode, a little bit more levity, but I just wanted to keep us there. I want to keep being on vacation there. I just came back from there. And I want to talk a little bit about that vacation because it ties into perhaps some extraterrestrial activity. So when I was in Hawaii, I hiked, explored, I was on the Big Island, and one of the big draws of the hikers and tourists on the Big Island, myself included, are its volcanoes and volcanic activity, which is still happening, by the way. Yes, there is still a volcano on the Big Island that you can actively watch make the newest land on the planet. It's crazy. Lava, or Pele, named after the volcano goddess of the Hawaiian tradition, is a big part of the island experience. Locals will complain of VOG, short for volcanic smog, and fishermen say the best place to catch ahi is in the water warmed by hot lava pouring into the ocean. It still exists, again, among the islanders there. It's still a big part of the experience on the island, not just from an interloper like me, but from the people that live there. You can catch erupting volcanoes on the southeastern part of the Big Island at the Kilauea volcano. There's even a park website where you can check Kilauea's eruption status online, so you can dodge smog or lava or go check it out, whatever you like, courtesy of the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. It's very, very cool. But arguably even cooler is what the volcano forms after it erupts, another thing I checked out on my trip. Volcanoes create lava tubes, which might be the link from our world to, again, an extraterrestrial experience. A lava tube is a tunnel formed by hot lava from a volcanic vent that moves beneath the hardened surface of lava flow. So if lava flows underground and empties, it will leave a kind of heart-coated cave. These caves are very close to what you'd think a traditional cave looks like, only narrower, darker, often with miles of winding, tunneling, dark rock walls. The longest known lava tube on Earth is the 65-kilometer-long Kazumura Cave on the Big Island of Hawaii. The Kazumura Cave stretches almost to the sea from the base of the Kilauea volcano. In some spots, the tube measures 21 meters wide and 18 meters tall. Putting that into perspective, it is big enough to put a mid-size house inside. The interesting thing about it, though, is because volcanoes can be found on lots of planets, so can their tubes. There are definitely lava tubes on the Moon and Mars, and they're almost certainly bigger than the ones on Earth and date from 3 to 4 billion years ago, when both the Moon and Mars had frequent volcanic activity. Let's take a break. Not only do lava tubes give us a window into the geological history of our planet, they offer environmental conditions that are pretty stable and consistent over thousands and thousands of years. This may make the tubes kind of safe houses for life forms, both humans going to other planets and extraterrestrials coming to Earth. Lava tubes on other planets likely house microbes, funguses, and other small living organisms, at the very least. Quote, on Mars and other places, lava tubes have the potential to have made the difference between life and death, says Pascal Lee, a planetary researcher at NASA Ames Research Center. A team of scientists from Oregon have collected microbes from ice within a lava tube in the Cascade Mountains and found that they thrive in cold, Mars-like conditions. They have characteristics that would make the microbes capable of living in subsurface Mars and other planetary bodies. They have characteristics that would make the microbes capable of living in subsurface terrains of Mars and other planetary bodies. Studies like this definitely fuel conspiracy theories that on Mars there is intelligent life living inside of the many lava tubes under the planet's surface. This isn't as fringe theory as you might think. Scientists are currently developing cutting-edge tools to try to get into the lava tubes on Mars. A team at Armit University and the startup CD3D have just received a grant from the Australian Space Agency's Moon to Mars initiative to develop a miniature radar device known as MPRAD that can help us see below the surface of other planets. People think lava tubes are also key for us to colonize Mars. This is because the surface of the Moon is not protected from the harsh radiation of space by a magnetic field or a thick atmosphere, so if astronauts could spend most of their time shielded underground in a lava tube, they'd be much more protected and could stay there for a long time, colonizing, making space for us if we might need it. Weirdly enough, a lava tube called Malheur Cave is owned by the Masonic Lodge of Burns. For decades, the Masons have been holding annual gatherings deep within this cave. For what? Nobody knows for sure. But of course, if we can use lava tubes to live on other planets, and other organisms can use lava tubes to live on other planets, then maybe aliens can use our lava tubes to live here. None of this is proven, of course, but science might work both ways when it comes to lava tubes. We can go out to space and live there. Things could come here and live here. Theorists attest that, hey, maybe extraterrestrial activity might be a call that's coming from inside the house, the mid-sized house inside of a Hawaiian lava tube.